Warning: sensitive content.
I asked him before, if I don't feed him, would he prefer fish? Fish is better for you, right? He said, no. I said, you don't like fish? Fresh fish? I thought you guys, the bird, you would like fish. That's why you eat them.
Right.
And then he said, no. And he asked me, would you yourself like fresh fish?
Wow.
Then I said, no, of course not. But I'm a human, and I'm not made to eat fish. But I thought you are made to eat fish. He said, no, we have no choice. We have to eat fish, but they stinky.
Wow.
It's not good. We just have to eat to survive. Then I felt so bad. I said, so do you remember anything good that you did so that today you even met me and saw me and even get fed from my hand? I had to chop many loaves of bread for you and feed you. Do you remember how you got to this lucky point? So he said to me, we did give some donation for your cause. I said, oh, wow, that's really good. But it's not the same lifetime. It's a different lifetime. It's very good news that the former President Trump, even though so much hardship, so much harassment is heaped on him, he still tries hard to want to work for his country and for the world as a president. Because in that position, you can do a lot more than just being one normal citizen. So it's very good news. Very good news.
Yes, ma'am.
I wish he will win. I wish he will become president again. Hurrah, president. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
We hope so.
Please continue watching to find out more. On Sunday, November 20th, 2022, our most benevolent Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, talked to Supreme Master Television team members and generously shared some of her precious time to answer questions concerning past lives and karma. The team also reported on the recent announcement of the United States presidential candidacy of His Excellency Donald Trump, some good news from Ukraine or Urain, and more.
Regarding past lives, I was told a story about a bird and a worm. The bird met the worm in one of their past lives, and they became a human couple in this lifetime.
Is that a true story?
Yes, it's a true story. They are my parents.
Who is the worm?
I think it's my father,
Uh-huh.
and my mom is the bird.
One bird and one worm. Oh, the bird ate the worm and had to come back, right?
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
Oh, poor worm and poor bird ate the wrong worm. Oh, how do you know that?
They told me this story.
Who told you? Your mom or your dad?
Yeah, my mom saw the past lives
Oh,
and shared the story. And there are two questions.
uh-huh.
How can we know our own past life? And how does the bond between people work life after life?
Oh, wow, it's complicated. Don't worry about the past life. What for do you remember the past life? You can't change anything. I will tell you a past life, okay?
Yes, Master.
My own past life stuff.
Cool.
Oh, yes.
One of the lives. You know, I've been feeding the bird people. I told you, right?
Yes,
Master.
They came to my house and they even wanted to come into the house. The prominent ones are the seagull people. They always come and tell me these good things and, oh, be careful with that thing and stuff like that. The cat person also wants to tell, and the folks and the other birds, people, small birds, big birds, and even spider people. If the big cannot come in, the small come in. They can get through the gap of the windows or the gap under the door. They tell me every day a lot of stuff, but mostly similar things or the same thing, you know, important things. So I say, okay, I heard it already. One day I had some questions. about some bothering kind of feeling or kind of attached feeling from somebody. I didn't really ask anybody. I was just, why all this trouble for me? Just leave me alone. And then the king of the seagull of people of that area came and told me and said, it's not you, it's not that person, it's the work karma that projecting this way to you to trouble you. I said, okay, I kind of guessed it already. It's always work karma. It's like a mantra they're telling me. And then I said, who are you? Anyway. Neil. His name is Neil. Yeah. So I said, spell it for me. He spelled it like N-E-O. I said, you a new one, huh? Have I not known your name before, huh? He said, no, you knew my name. I am that king of the seagulls in this area. I said, but last time when you first came, you introduced yourself to me. Your name is N-U. You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said, yeah. He told me, it sounds the same. So I made it short and simple for you. He made it short and simple. So I said, yeah, I got it now. You know, N-E-O and N-U. It sounds the same, like new.
Yes, Master.
So I said, okay. All right, so why are you so kind to me? He's so good. He said, because you're helping us, through some cold days, and we're very appreciative. I said, it's my pleasure. I love to do that. I said, do you like fruits? Any special fruits? He said, no, we don't. Because some days they don't come, and the food's left over until the next day. When they didn't come, I asked Neil, why didn't you guys come yesterday? What happened? Did you have some better food somewhere else? Or somebody fed you? He said, no. I said, then what did you eat? He said to me, trash. It was terrible for me. I felt like a pin just picked my skin. I said, I would not eat trash myself. Why do you have to eat trash? And the fox person also sometimes reported to me the same thing. If he didn't come and eat the food I put outside, he said he ate trash. And I felt so terrible. I felt so sorry. Imagine if we had to eat trash.
Yes, Master.
I said, but I'm so sorry. I don't always have time to feed you guys all the time. I told Neil, the king, I said, I'm sorry, my life is crazy. I don't have regular time, even for myself. So if I don't feed you enough, or if I don't come on time when you're hungry, because you come sometimes in different separate groups, sometimes a lot come, but later on there's some late comers. Later I knew it, and I saved some for the late comers. Like they have guards, they stand in the 4 directions, not eating, and guarding it.
Wow.
Later I observed and I knew. And then one bird person, always, every day, they maybe take turns or not, I didn't ask about that. But whenever they saw me, when they knew I woke up already, they can sense it. And then they immediately call each other. And there is a high-pitched tone, something like that. I don't have talent for that. And then there's always one feeble person standing around and calling. And the other bird is also calling, but in a different language, So they ate and they never lingered. Even the pigeons ate, quick. And then they flew away. Always good and clean. They pick everything, nothing left at all. If something small is left, the pigeons and smaller birds came later and cleaned it all up. It's wonderful. And so I say, well, if I don't feed you well, maybe you still eat the fish. You like it anyway because you're seagulls. Normally you eat fish, right? You like them better, no? I'm sorry, I can't feed you fish. And he said, no, your food is helping much. I repeat exactly what he said, not one word less or more, okay?
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
If I need to explain, then I will, but normally I repeat the same as what he said because it's very clear. They talk quickly and simply, but very accurately.
Yes.
So I say, I wonder who are you to me? Why do I love you guys so much? Whenever I see you, I feel so much love for you. I feel you beautiful and so pure and innocent and such wonderful beings. I really love you. And even if I don't see you, I know you're eating outside, of my feeding. I love it so much. I really am very happy to feed you. Tell me if you remember who you are to me, yeah?
Oh.
And so he said to me, yeah, it was long ago, in another lifetime. First of all, of course I knew some already, but I just wanted to see whether or not the animals, people, they remember anything.
Oh. Yes.
Yes, Master.
But I'm surprised, most of them, they remember better than all of us.
Wow.
But I asked him anyway, do you remember what made you become a bird person? Or which heaven you came from? He said, very low, astral heaven. So I said, why is that? And why did you become a bird? Why did you guys become birds? He said, because we disturbed the peace. I said, hey, don't use such philosophical words. Tell me, what did you do? What bad things did you do? Disturb the peace. So simple. I know that I did bad things. So I said, not just like that. So he told me, yeah, we were, bandits. We were robbers.
Oh.
So, did you kill anyone? He said, no. We just robbed their money. That was one life. I said, wow, so now I'm feeding criminals, huh? But then how you are lucky to even find good food for my hand? Because, I asked him before, if I don't feed him, would he prefer fish? Fish is better for you, right? He said, no. I said, you don't like fish? Fresh fish? I thought you guys, the birds, you would like fish. That's why you eat them.
Right.
And then he said, no. And he asked me, would you yourself like fresh fish? Then I said, no, of course not. But I'm a human, and I'm not made to eat fish. But I thought you are made to eat fish. He said, no, we have no choice. We have to eat fish, but they're stinking. It's not good. We just have to eat to survive. Then I felt so bad. Oh, my God. So I said, okay. I'm so sorry that you have to eat fish like that you don't like. So he said, don't worry, your food helps much. So I said, okay, at least you didn't kill anybody, and that was good. But how then did you not go to hell for all that? He said, we didn't rob too much, and we were not beating people or anything. We did what we could quietly and not very brutally. And we also repented, and we had no job. We had to survive for the family and all that. So we had to rob, but we felt very bad. So heaven was kind of lenient to us. I said, okay. So do you remember anything good that you did so that today you even met me and saw me and even get fed from my hand? I had to chop many loaves of bread for you and feed you. Do you remember how you got to this lucky point? So he said to me, we did give some donation for your cause. I said, wow, that's really good. But it's not the same lifetime. It's a different lifetime. After the robbery, the next life, they vow to do better things.
Understand.
Right.
Before they die, they repented, and they vow never to harm people, to rob things from them, or make them worry or sorrowful by losing property like that. So the other lifetime, not the next life, but some other lifetime. After that, they became workers. They did labor work.
Right. Yes.
I said, did you donate to me then? Do you remember? He said, yes, I remember. So he said to me, he worked for some secret, he said, secret netizens who belong to your faith. I said, very nice. How did you do that? So he said, we repair your temple, your house, your temple. And your disciples at one time worried too much because they did not have enough financials to continue to repair. So we donated. I said, you were rich or something? So he said, no, we donated 4 months of salary so that they didn't have to pay us. And they used that money and with some other little donation to repair your house.
Wow.
I said, it's my house, private. He said, oh, it's all your house anyway, but it's like a temple, meaning like an ashram.
Yes,
Oh,
Master.
understand, Master.
I said, okay, very good of you and good for you.
Yes.
So thereby this time you can have food from my hand, eh? Yeah. He said, but we are very grateful to have this luck, this opportunity to see you. And after he said all these things, I remember, and also, of course, before and after, and I felt a little bit sad, because originally I just said them with love, with no thinking of anything.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
After he reminded me and told me all the story, and I remembered, I felt sad. So it's not really my love, is it? Is it like I owe him something? I owe them something, so I have to give them. I felt a little kind of disappointed. I thought it's for my love. Never mind. Every time I fed them, I say, remember God. This is from God, okay? I am just doing God's will and God's grace. You have to always thank God. I am not sure. They've said thanks, so I said, thank you, God, for this food that you allow me to give to them. And please bless them, so they don't have to be bird people again and don't have to be eating fish people that they don't like.
Yes.
I did not know that they don't like fish. I tell you truly.
Right.
I thought they are born that way and their food is fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not condemning them or anything.
We thought so too.
So I asked them afterwards, so, but if you eat a lot of fish people like that, wouldn't it worsen your karma? So he told me, no, because these fish have lots of karma. Those were his words.
Oh.
And so that was like that. So I felt a little sad. And I felt, my God, that was my disciple who accepted their donation, not that I asked for it. And they wanted to repair it, not that I wanted. And I still have to pay. They still have to come and I have to feed them. And before, I fed them just with pure love and joy. But after I heard that, I felt like, oh, man. So is this what I have to pay? It doesn't feel so noble anymore.
Oh.
Not as much as before. But I still love them very much. I still feel very happy to see them eating. It's just I am a little bit disappointed that the feeding is not pure. It's not just 100% unconditional love.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes,
Now
Master.
it's like entangled with some karma from the past, even though it wasn't my karma.
Right.
Right.
I say, okay, so after this life, do you know the future as well? Do you know where you're going? You're going back to be a seagull or the animal person again? Or you will go to a lower heaven, or you will go to hell? No, what? So he said, no problem. I said, what no problem? You will go to heaven then? He said, yes, lots of merit left.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And I said, yeah, because of your donation, right? I said, okay, now you are going through your bad karma period. You pay the bad karma of the robbery, but after this you will go to heaven. I will try my best to intervene and to help you so that you will get liberation forever and don't have to go to a lower heaven again and then reincarnate again.
Wow.
And I said, even if you go to the lower heaven, you do not enough good merit to go higher. I will try to help you there as well. So we were both happy. Now I'm happily paying my debts with a lot of love. Even the karma of many other lifetimes always comes and clings to you. You never can escape, even if you are master.
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Yes.
If you never come back to the world again, of course, then it's all gone, all done, and the debt just stays there somewhere, like locked in a safe. But if you come back to that area where those things happen, then you will have to relive some of the karma again.
Yes.
Understand,
Yes.
Master.
But luckily, it wasn't me who asked. I don't know what else I would have to give them. Or if I have enough merit to even have food to give them.
Understand. Yes, Master.
Every day, actually, I thank God, of course, God Almighty, and I thank all involved for my meal, and I thank all the saints and sages, the masters, everywhere for their merit that I inherit a little bit, or that they are generously given to me so that I can have that meal. And may all of them have everything they need. May their disciples be easy to convert, to teach, and to liberate. May all good beings have all they deserve according to God's grace, and may all bad beings turn into good beings, and may this world turn into vegan and peaceful paradise and an enlightened world, of course, the liberated world.
Yes.
Yes.
So now you see that. What's the point of remembering past life? Now I answer you already.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me?
Yes. Former President Donald Trump announces he will run to become U.S. President again in 2024. He announced in the night, November 14, that he will seek the Republican presidential nomination.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Together we will be taking on the most corrupt forces and entrenched interests imaginable. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement that embodies the courage, confidence, and the spirit of the American people.
Yeah, I'm sure they will approve. No one else is better than him, I think, in my humble opinion.
Yes.
It's good. It's very good news that the former President Trump, even though so much hardship, so much harassment is heaped on him, he still tries hard to want to work for his country and for the world as a president. Because in that position, you can do a lot more than just being one normal citizen. So it's very good news. Very good news.
Yes.
I wish he will win. I wish he will become president again. Hurrah, President. Hurrah.
We hope so.
I really wish he will succeed because it will bring America into a better position and situation, and the world also into a better place, into a better position.
Yes, Master.
I approve. Anyway. And I hope you do too.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
And
Yes.
we pray. We quietly pray and support him better than making too much fuss. Everyone else, if they approve and they support him, they should do it more openly. We don't have much facilities or ability to support him the way they should. But Americans, there are many tens of millions of people like him. They should be supporting him openly in any way they can.
Yes, Master.
We agree.
We support him quietly within our heart and quietly pray and wish for him to be the president again.
Yes,
Yes,
It
Master.
couldn't be worse. Even if he won't make it better, he can't make it worse than what it is now for America and for the world as well.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh my God. After he's not there anymore, you see it, huh?
Yeah.
Inflation is sky high, rocketing prices of everything, and war and famine everywhere,
Yes, Master.
and more disasters and everything else as well.
etc.
I don't think he can make it worse. And the chance is he will make it better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told you before that if Biden became president, America will lose the trust of the international community. Remember?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
And has it come true then?
Yes.
Yes.
Has it become a true thing?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Putin didn't want to talk to him anymore. President Xi Jinping didn't want to bother with him. And Chairman Kim Jong-un is threatening America even everywhere. And Russia even threatened America as well before,
Yes.
Yeah.
etc., etc.
etc.
All right, so now you know. We wish him the best. Best of luck.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
We wish America the best of luck to have President Trump as their leader again. That's all I can say. Anything else, my love?
Yes, Master. Some historical space exploration news. The Artemis rocket was recently launched by NASA with a sustainable program to have humans living on the moon within the next 10 years. So it's just some interesting news. A mannequin has been sent as the first test flight of the capsule Orion, and that launched on Wednesday and is due to come back to Earth on 11th of December.
It was just before 2 a.m. on a cloudless Florida night.
And liftoff of Artemis 1. We rise together, back to the moon and beyond.
The most powerful rocket in NASA history came screaming to life, rattling buildings and windows, headed for a 26-day uncrewed orbit around the moon and charting a path to one day go long and deep. On board, test dummies that will register the G-forces and radiation exposure, with astronauts set to board the next flight around the moon in 2024, then landing in 25. Next year, NASA plans to name the astronauts for America's first return to the moon in 50 years, as Artemis picks up where Apollo left off.
Just some different topic news.
You like to go live on the moon?
I don't think so.
I don't know why they are hoping so high. Because I don't see any trees or any interesting things on it. Well, we have to bring everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Like immigration.
Yes.
If we still have anything to bring
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
in the near future, if we still have anything to bring at all, to be sustainable on the moon. There's one man who so-called owns the moon. He claimed he owns the moon because nobody else did, with a loophole somewhere. And then he sells pieces and pieces of the moon expensively. You want to buy, you can find it and buy it. In case you will have to go live there. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's not that the scientists want people to go live on the moon, but the state of our Earth, of our world, is really degraded. And that's why they worry.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, Master.
And Elon Musk also wants to take people to Mars even. So we have 2 planets to look forward to be home. Hopefully. I think you are still young. Maybe you still go there, but I don't think I will see that day, no. Within 10 years. I don't know if many people would like to go or not. I hope we have enough water. If we dig it deep in the moon or something, and then begin to plant trees and fruit trees, vegetables and all that, well, probably okay. Why not? Can try. But the best is to repair this planet. We have everything already here.
Yes,
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 true.
Master.
Exactly.
If we just stop destroying it, we have a beautiful place we can call home all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
That's hopeful news. We don't know it yet, so we can't say it's good news.
Right.
But it's just a promise. You don't even know it will come true.
That's
Yes.
true. Yes, Master.
Just like Elon Musk wants to put people on Mars, and I hope we can live there. Maybe we have to dig caves or deep in the ground to avoid so much heat, wind, and sand like the Sahara Desert. I went to one of the Arabian countries. It's really a harsh environment as far as I am concerned. Just sand and sand everywhere.
Yeah.
There are some very small area with some trees. The rest are just empty and sandy. Sand everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't see anything like the way you see in America, Taiwan, or Hong Kong even.
Right.
Hong Kong has a lot of high-rise buildings, but at least you still see trees around.
Yes, Master.
Some mountains, some valleys are still green, unoccupied, untouched. But in such an Arabian country, nothing. And people live on it. They have streets and they have shops, both sides of the street, and they're living, they're selling. Everybody walks around or drives around like that. They get used to it. Otherwise, they would have tried to immigrate to every other country with a less greenery environment. In Dubai, for example, it's one of those that have no trees. Some, very little somewhere. Very little in some residential rich areas. They have some. But not all the rich areas have trees. Just very small trees, and that's not a lot like the way we see normally in Europe or anywhere else outside of the Arabian countries. It's all sand.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
But people live happily. The Dubai citizens are given everything they need from their own government. Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Instead of what we heard elsewhere, where many other countries' governments are corrupt, taking money from the people, forcing them to pay more than they can, and let people starve and go hungry or lacking every or many essential items to survive.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So it's a very good area.
Yes.
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 Well, if every country in the world has such systems, then we can also be contented to live with whoever the president will be. Then he won't have to be Trump or anybody. Anyone is okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If the governments are so good and taking care of their citizens, like in Dubai, then okay. President Trump can retire and go golfing whenever he likes, and stay in Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. Watching television, movies, eating popcorn while watching Supreme Master television between Master and disciples. Flying news or whatever. Yeah. I really wish for our world to have such clean, uncorrupted governments that really take care of their own citizens. So they have no worry, no care, and no crime.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
I feel really sorry for this world. It's not a good place at all. It's not everybody's fault if they committed a crime like robbing or stealing.
Yes, Master.
It's just not a nice thing to do and should not be encouraged. But nevertheless, it's not the biggest crime in society compared to some of the governments or other people who do big deal robberies because they have power, because they know how, or they're connected with powerful people in the government.
Right.
Sometimes from the top even,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
according to the news. Yeah, and it's truly like that. It's a sad, sad, sad world that we live in. I don't know when it will change. Only God's grace will make it better. We try our best only to inform people, to pray for the world, to do what we can to make some lives better for some people who need just our small contribution.
Thank you so very much.
To make this world a better place. But I want a total change, that everybody has enough of everything.
Yes, Master.
Just like maybe the Dubai citizens like that. Not only do they take care of their own citizens, the Dubai government also gives jobs to foreigners. You see, they all went there to work and send money home to their families in other poorer countries.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, Master.
So it's a very good thing. Very good thing. If the government is good, then it's not just good for their own citizens, but good for the world in some way.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Okay, my dear. Anything else?
Yes, Master. UK new Prime Minister Sunak
made his first visit to Kyiv on Saturday, that was yesterday, and pledged to continue their firm support for Ukraine.
Hey, good of him. Yeah, good for Ukraine.
And he also announced that Britain would provide a new £50 million of assistance to Ukraine.
This year alone, we have provided £2.3 billion of military support, and we will do the same again next year.
That's good of him, yes, good of him. Ukraine needs all the possible help, because they've been enduring unjustified war.
Yes,
And people suffer a lot, and because they had to leave, to run away or die or suffer, be injured in the war, they can't even do much farming, not as much as before. And so their economy is down, spending all on the war and can't even produce. Many farmers join the army, because they also don't like to be invaded by Russia for no reason like that.
Yes.
But the war doesn't just kill people. It kills also the economy, farming and other survival products in that country, and for their own citizens, as well as affecting the whole world. If they don't produce enough, like cereals, or oil, then the world will have a shortage as well.
Yes.
That contributes more to the hunger of the world right now.
Yes, Master.
That's why I don't like war at all. The war in Vietnam was also horrible. All this Agent Orange, just destroyed so many fields because they didn't want, the so-called Viet Cong at that time to hide anywhere or to take the harvest and sustain themselves in order to continue the guerrilla war.
Yes.
One of the things we did was we unloaded barrels of what they said was insecticide to kill the mosquitoes here, and so that people wouldn't get malaria. But it turned out to be Agent Orange, a dioxin.
Agent Orange and other herbicides were the most destructive weapons in the Vietnam War. Over 80 million liters of dioxinous herbicides were sprayed on South Vietnam in 1961 to 1971. Today, more than 3 million Vietnamese suffer from toxin-induced disabilities and diseases.
So they use the Agent Orange to destroy many, many farms and also harm the people as well who were nearby.
Yes, Master.
They're injured in horrible ways.
The father died of bowel cancer nearly 20 years ago. The mother, a member of the Paco ethnic minority, has had a hysterectomy due to cancer. The dioxin in Agent Orange damaged Kayvon Bach, 24, during his mother's pregnancy. Mentally healthy, he is imprisoned in his dioxin-ravaged body. Kayvon Bach needs constant care. His mother is his sole supporter. Many families in Aloy have all their children born after the war crippled by the poisons. There isn't a single family that has not experienced the devastation of wartime toxins.
I remember the photos that shocked the whole world. That one little girl who suffered with the napalm bombs. She was all naked and running on the street and screaming from pain.
Yes, Master.
And maybe because of that, the war came to an end sooner. Because people don't like this kind of suffering,
Yes,
At that time, we didn't have a lot of information readily available like now. But even just one image of that girl shook the whole world and changed the history of Vietnam as well. So the war came quicker to end as well. It's one of the reasons, because nobody could bear that image. Imagine similar to that, or worse than that everywhere in the war, and now in Ukraine as well. It's just during the war, people have no chance to photograph or videotape and send it out, not as much as it should have been.
Yes, Master.
But even with much less information, we saw so horrible scenes and images of the war in Ukraine already.
Yes,
Master.
That's why I hate war, I do everything I can to support peace and to make clear our intention that we don't like war, we don't support war, we don't want any war. It's not necessary to have any war at all.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
For what reason, huh? If every country just takes care of their own citizens and do what they can to produce essential things for the world to enjoy, that would be enough. Why do they have to go and invade another country for any lame and evil excuses? No excuse is a good excuse to just create war out of nothing like that, like in Ukraine.
Yes,
Master.
Okay, very good that Prime Minister Rishi Sunak continues the way that Boris Johnson was doing before.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Anything else, my love?
Yes, Master. Russia and Ukraine have agreed to extend a grain export deal for another 120 days. World leaders praised the breakthrough for helping avoid global food shortages at a crucial time.
It's good. At least some better news
Yes.
in that worst scenario of war.
Yes, Master.
Because food should not be used as a strangulating weapon. I told before already.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes, Master.
It's good because the war puts a lot of pressure on the Kremlin, so they had to agree to that. It's good. It's good also that it's getting better anyway. Somehow we pray more. Ukraine will get a better footing, better situation.
Yes.
You reign, not Ukraine. I forgot. You reign. You reign yourself.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Master.
You people reign yourself. You people have your own sovereignty. That is the way it justifies. It's the way heaven wants. To be integrated within the whole world community is a very good idea. Good idea that we are together and we are united and we live in peace together, but not like wanting to unite with some country and go bombing and destroying all the cities and killing whatever people possible and taking their products and stealing their children and their people and torturing and killing and injuring them like that. It's not the way to unify anything. No justification.
Yes.
Exactly,
Yes,
Master.
Anything else?
Los habitantes de Tampico, Tamaulipas, al norte de México, tienen muy arraigada la creencia de que son cuidados y también visitados por alienígenas.
Los tampiqueños que afirman que los extraterrestres los han protegido durante décadas del embate de los huracanes.
Por ejemplo, el 16 de agosto de 2021 se desvió la trayectoria del fenómeno Grace, el cual iba a impactarlo como tormenta tropical, pero se desvió y evolucionó a huracán, afectando así al estado vecino de Veracruz. Cabe recordar también que el último huracán que tocó tierra en Tampico fue Inés en el año de 1966. Después de todos los ciclones terminan cambiando de dirección.
Por eso, justo en esos años surgió la leyenda con la creencia de que existe una base ovni a 1.3 kilómetros de las escolleras de Playa Miramar.
Aquí en el Golfo de México han visto luces extrañas por debajo del mar e incluso también sobrevolando nuestros cielos aquí en la zona sur de Tamaulipas.
Yes, just some different news. There are two coastal cities in Mexico, namely Madero and Tampico, whose residents believe that otherworldly beings live underwater there and help to protect them from harmful weather events. For example, recently a tropical storm changed course and avoided that region, which residents say was due to the help of these beings diverting destructive weather formations. So keeping tropical storms away from that area in the past 50 years.
Yeah. Wherever the heavens can find some good excuses, like some virtuous people living there in numbers, wherever they can find excuses, they always help humans to avoid disaster or make life better for them. Even if not the whole population in that area is virtuous or good, just some number of people there. You remember, there's a saying that if there are only 10 virtuous people living in one community, then that community will be spared from heaven's punishment.
Wow.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Remember that? I told you that before.
Yes, Master.
So it is good. And some people can see that heavens are helping, for example, helping Ukraine, because many miracles happen, like why the Russian shells didn't go to the target, but just run anywhere else.
Yes, Master. Yes.
Often, not just one time, two times.
Yes.
Right.
And the Ukrainian soldiers were mostly outnumbered, but they continue and they're winning.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, it's a lot of suffering already. I wish they didn't have to even win. Just leave them alone to live in peace and produce food for the world.
Yes, Master.
They're doing their good job. They're not doing anything bad. So nobody should go to their country and mess up there.
That's true.
Right.
Yes, Master.
So let them reign themselves. So you reign is the good name for that country. I asked heaven if it's okay if we're allowed to call him Ukraine. They say, of course, yes. But it's not my country. We cannot change it officially. We just call them that name as a good wish, well wishes to them.
Yes.
Understand, Master.
Yeah, it's no harm. Just like people, like movie stars, they have their art names, or the artist people have their own art names.
Yes,
right, Master.
They don't always use their real names. And I have my art name also, Qinghai. It's not my birth name. It's okay too. No harm. It's good. It's just destined that way.
Yes, Master.
So when you see all these AP, ancient predictions about our planet, everything falls into place. Why I have that name, for example, eh?
Yes, Master.
And why I did that, do this, and say this, say that. It's destined to be like that, to be my name. I didn't ask for it. Everything is just arranged. I'm just walking one step after another. Everything is just arranged like that. Anything else, dear?
No, Master.
Good then. We had enough for today. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you,
Master.
Thank you, Master. God bless,
God bless, Master.
And I love you too. Yeah. And I appreciate your help for this world through doing Supreme Master television work all the time. All of you. Not just the few of you, but, all the people everywhere in the world who are working to help with Supreme Master television. Your merit will be immense, even though you don't think about that or you don't request that. Many of your generations will also benefit. Because this work is to help the whole world, you see, not just one group somewhere, or your family, or your friends, or your favorite pet people, or anything. This is to help the whole world, regardless of creed, race, and wealth, and fame, regardless of anything. We're just helping anyone who let us, and anyone we can.
Yes, Master.
So your merit is immense. And your work is really, really very, very impressive. It's huge. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
May God protect you so we can continue to further our work.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
God protect Master also, always.
May heaven be with you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, love. Ciao.
Bye.
Good night, Master.
We bow with deep gratitude to Most Merciful Master for teaching us the practice of true nobility and unconditional service. The opportunity to follow a path of universal love and kindness is equally as rewarding as the fruits it bears, which in turn nourishes all life around us. With God's grace, may all world citizens soon benefit from governments that lead with transparency, goodness, and compassion, melting away the suffering and sorrows from our lives. wishing for a caring master to enjoy peace, security, and to be always well in the immense protection of the highest heavens. To learn more about the nature of karma, which business is destroying our planet the most, and more, please tune in on Sunday, December 4th, 2022 to Between Master and Disciples for the full broadcast of this conference. Also, for your reference, please check out the previous related flying news or Between Master and Disciples conferences, such as Flying News, Appreciate God's Leniency and Listen to His Commandments. Virtuous vegan people will be protected by God power. Between Master and Disciples. Supreme Master Ching Hai's intensive meditation is safeguarding the world. Supreme Master Ching Hai's courageous work for the world. May the righteous triumph. Reclaim your power of love and compassion. The fallen angel. The snake inside humans. Governments should uphold morals and dignity. Why do good people suffer in this world, etc. To view these and more related flying news and Between Master and Disciples conferences, all free for download, please visit suprememastertv.com and search for God's Grace and World Prayer.